Florida is a place like no other, with beautiful natural landscapes, vibrant wildlife, thousands of miles of pristine coastline, and the unmatched grandeur of the Everglades. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, or FWC, has more than 2,000 employees, including over 800 sworn law enforcement officers, who all work together to fulfill FWC's mission: managing fish and wildlife resources for their long-term well-being and the benefit of people. The FWC Division of Law Enforcement is one of the strongest forces for conservation in the nation. These are highly trained, versatile law enforcement officers with full police powers with state and federal jurisdiction. They are responsible for 3 million acres of freshwater lakes, 11,000 miles of rivers, streams, and creeks, 8,400 miles of coastline, and nearly 13,000 square miles of ocean. FWC officers watch over more than 34 million acres of land, including wildlife management areas, state parks, forests, and private lands. They also provide law enforcement services in rural, wilderness, and offshore areas where no other law enforcement agencies routinely patrol. It's this unique blend of resource conservation and law enforcement that makes the FWC the right career choice. This specialized job requires a drive to succeed, an independent spirit, and a love for the outdoors.
Thanks, officer.
At the FWC Training Academy, new recruits receive 21 weeks of intensive instruction from the state of Florida's law enforcement curriculum. They eat, sleep, work out, and study on site, learning from staff and mentors while bonding with fellow recruits and trainers. After receiving general law enforcement certification, FWC recruits go through another 7 weeks of rigorous training unique to conservation law enforcement in specialized areas such as man tracking and water safety and survival. Our officers complete extensive firearms training and qualification. They learn identification for Florida's many species of fish and wildlife, such as turtles, snakes, birds, exotic wildlife, even alligators. After graduation, newly sworn officers are assigned anywhere in the state from Pensacola to the Keys, and in time, FWC officers can pursue unique opportunities for specialized law enforcement positions within the agency. The Special Operations Group is a unit of officers that trains to be ready in case of natural or man-made disasters or other dangerous situations that require more specialized actions and equipment. This team is called in if a suspect has fled into the woods, or they may be called to an urban search and rescue mission after a hurricane. FWC's dive teams are strategically positioned throughout the state and increase the division's investigative and search and rescue capabilities. The aviation section operates a variety of helicopters and fixed-wing aircraft. These positions are anything but routine, involving law enforcement work in isolated areas and wilderness search and rescue. FWC canine officers are recognized as some of the best in the country. Highly trained and motivated, these animals work with their handlers as an efficient team. FWC canines are specifically trained to search for different kinds of game, from deer to lobster. They receive high-level training in man tracking and weapons and ammunition detection. The division operates a variety of offshore patrol vessels, which concentrate on the large offshore fisheries around Florida. FWC investigators are responsible for short and long-term investigations relating to the illegal commercialization of fish and wildlife, hunting incidents, and boating fatalities. Captive wildlife investigators are responsible for regulating Florida's multi-million-dollar wildlife trade. They watch our ports and airports and inspect wildlife importers, captive wildlife facilities, and rehabilitation centers.
Looks like it's over.
FWC officers are prime examples of law enforcement multitasking. A single day can involve helping a young angler hook her first fish, searching for a missing hiker, releasing a rehabilitated manatee, and arresting someone for boating under the influence. Conservation law enforcement requires the ability to work independently but still be part of a team. A career with the FWC is exciting, demanding, and uniquely rewarding. Are you up for the challenge? Contact a recruiter with the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission for more information. Or visit joinfwc.com.